Hi guys, it's Natalie Zangon, also known as Mother Goose. Thank you so much for the positive feedback about my other videos when we spoke about the reasons for mechitza and separation. So talking about separation, I also wanted to do another video about the laws of Taharat HaMishpacha and when it comes to when a woman is nida and when she's tahor. So in other secular relationships, maybe the focus is just the physical intimacy, they make that a priority. With Judaism, it's very, very different. There needs to be emphasis on emotional compatibility and the emotional intelligence and emotional intimacy. You know why? Because there's a halacha called laws of Taharat HaMishpacha. And with this law, that means there is 2 weeks for physical intimacy, which usually falls with the luteal stage of this woman's cycle, meaning after she ovulated and she goes to the mikveh. And then there's the follicle stage. The follicle stage is from the time that her period starts. And guess what happens? When that stage starts, the woman's estrogen drops. What does estrogen do? Well, let me tell you. Estrogen makes the woman feel emotionally down, low, lethargic, sad, disappointed. She's feeling internally very alone. There's so much emotions going on for her. And like literally, I mean, as we're going into Tisha B'Av, it's literally the time of the Tisha B'Av for her. It's the Megillat of Eicha. That's really like the energy level that she's in. And guess what the Torah says? In, I believe it's the Parashat Acharimot, where it talks about the forbidden relationship. It says, guess what? During that time, you are not allowed to come to on naked, like kind of like on close to your wife's nakedness. What you have to do is during that time is for emotional intimacy. That's right, those 2 weeks that she has her period, that her estrogen level is down, it is your responsibility as a husband now to provide for her emotional connection, emotional understanding, companionship, emotional support, right? And if you're one of those husbands that wants to escape, that wants to leave the relationship because it's just too much, the emotional intimacy is too much, and you're blaming it of having shiurim, having learning, having to go do this and that, and you're feeling like this is just not, I can't handle it because we can't touch, I'm going to be out of the house. Because we can't touch, I'm going to take more work jobs. Because we can't touch, I'm going to go on guides night. This is not what the mitzvah of Taharat HaMishpacha is for, okay? You could go talk to like rabbanim who specialize in this. This is not what that time is meant for. It's not an excuse for escape, that the men should escape their wife because she's nida. That's not the reason it's there. The reason it's there is during those 2 weeks is the time for the emotional connection and emotional intimacy. And dear gentlemen out there that you might be watching this video, if you did not see your father emotionally connecting with your wife, if you did not see your father in spending time to have emotional connection with your mother, well, guess what? You need to learn and find ways to increase your emotional intelligence to provide that for her. No woman and wife should be turned off from the laws of Taharat HaMishpacha because she feels like she has no husband. That is not what the laws were meant there to be there for. You need to make an extra effort during those 2 weeks to create a special time of connection, like a friend, like a companion, whether it's taking a walk, playing a board game, spending some time. I mean, I know it's much easier said than done, and certain cultures is even more harder, but to run away from the house and escape, no matter what it looks like, no matter what you're doing, escaping that dynamic is escape. We need to change the way things were in the generation before us and create a new meaning. To have a conversation, to talk, to show the children about the relationship of communication needs to be modeled. And only we could make a difference by doing the change now. So the laws of Taharat HaMishpacha are there to strengthen the emotional connection and the physical intimacy. Because that's what the Torah teaches us. It's about both, not just one. Thank you so much for watching. This is Natalie Zangon. You could follow me on YouTube. You could email me at zangan, Zangan, Natalie at gmail.com. Have a wonderful day and Rosh Chodesh of Tov, which is tomorrow night.